This is my match footage for the March 2-Gun Action Challenge match at Fairfax Gun Club. We tried something a little different for this match. 3 60-second stages on this side of the bay, or range, and 2 120-second stages on the rifle side of the range. For this stage, shooter starts about 20 yards uprange from the shooting positions. They can go to the far left or the far right, engage 5 knockover plates, taking the kettlebell with you, move to the center position, engage all 5 plates on the Texas Star, and then move to the opposite shooting position and knock over 5 more plates. This is much more challenging than it looks given the 60-second par time.
Time! Fuck!
For stage 2, shooters at the 50-yard mark from the berm, and they have to engage all 15 targets. So 5 knockdowns on the left, 5 knockdowns on the right, and the 5 plates on the Texas Star, all with their rifle, all from the confines of this shooting box. Most people shooting just irons or red dots or low-mounted LVPOs didn't have much of a shooting challenge with this stage other than the awkward low, not quite prone, not quite kneeling shooting position. I'm testing out my Woodland Brutality Cold War Division rig, and so the optic is just a little too high, so I actually managed to shoot pretty well on this stage, shooting just iron sights through the tiny little gap that the mount for the optic allows. It took me a bit to figure out proper sight picture and find a stable enough shooting position, but eventually I managed to do pretty well, although I did par out and I didn't get all of them.
You got 2 targets left.
I heard the timer.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
Stand by.
On the stage we ran at last month's match. You're 25 yards from a mini IPSC target. Object is make a shot at the target, toss the kettlebell over the prop, move to the other side of the prop, shoot the mini IPSC target. The trick here is when you're on the right side of the prop, you shoot right hand only. When you're on the left side of the prop, you shoot left hand only. And clearly, I forgot that on the first shot. I'm much better shooting my Beretta support hand only when it's not 35 degrees and I'm not wearing gloves.
Oh, you bastard, get back here. Damn!
You ready?
For this stage, we're 50 yards from 2 full-size poppers. You start by running downrange, and I sped this up so you don't have to watch me run. Reset the poppers, go back to the tank trap, engage each of the poppers. Poppers must fall, and then engage 2 10-inch flasher targets at 150 yards. Ground your rifle, muzzle against the berm to your left. Run back downrange, reset the poppers, come back to the tank trap, repeat the 4 target engagement from a separate position on the tank trap. I'm constantly having to adjust my rifle because my vintage A1 stock's butt plate is really smooth and it's very slippery. I hope to have that problem rectified by the time of Woodland Brutality. My biggest deficiency on stages like this is I am not a fast runner. this last stage, we're again 50 yards from the poppers. You must engage each popper with one hit using your handgun. Once you've made the hits, and in this case the poppers did not need to fall, clear your pistol, show clear to the RO, holster your pistol, then you could move down range. Climb to the top of the 200-yard berm and engage the 2 flasher targets. 1 hit each, no double taps. 2 hits from your strong side, 2 hits from your support side. I made a very big mistake here. I went up the hard side of the berm. I should have gone up the right side of the berm because it's less of an incline and just as flat at the top. For those of you who have seen my videos before, you know that I'm blind in my left eye. So I gave it a shot trying to shoot off my support shoulder and crane my head over enough to get a good view through the optic, but I just couldn't do it. So I went back to shooting off of my right shoulder, and I took the 2 procedurals for taking the 2 shots off the wrong shoulder, even though I could have claimed physical disability. Not my greatest showing at a match, but I like to make stages that are challenging for me. Hope to see you in the future for more match coverage.